Hello friends, today we are continuing with a series of videos on high performance computing, and today's video is going to be the video number 3, which is also continuation of the Linux basics to use high performance computer. Today we will be discussing about an important concept called path in Linux. Now, in order to demonstrate that, I have set up a virtual server, Linux server in the Windows machine through Oracle VirtualBox. So you can see the server with a prompt hash. That means it is a root prompt. For example, if you ask what is the username, it is root. I have logged in as a root. Now you can see the IP number of this PC by this command, and you can see that 192.168. From the lowermost line, the fourth line, 192.168.1.100 is the IP number of this. So what I am going to do is I am going to access this machine remotely from two different places. The address I have to put, that's all. I open something called a putty. Putty is nothing but an SSH client. That means a simple client to access this machine, Linux machine. So I put the address of that. So I log into that and I change the appearance to a bigger font like 24 or so, and let it be in bold, and this is what is the code. This is how it looks like. So here I am logging in as a user called Joby, and I have a password for that set up in the behind server. So, and also remember that I also want to log into the same username using another putty, that is another client, in a different window. So here the only thing is I will purposefully make it italic so that you know they are both are different. So anyway, this is how the login prompts are looking like. Here also I logged in as root. So today's topic is going to be on path. Now how do I demonstrate that? You listen carefully. This is the present working directory of this machine. And if you see ls minus l, sorry for the typographical typo error, ls minus l. So there is a directory called myDAR. So inside this myDAR, I have a file called myscript.com. This is myscript.com. It is nothing but I have put in a series of commands, ls minus l for list files, df minus h for disk usage of the file system, sleep 4 is for the sleeping 4 seconds, calendar is calendar. So if you want to see one by one, ls minus l will show you this, the file listing, and df minus h will show you the file system usage. Now sleep anyway is for 4-second sleeping. See, like this. Then calendar command is for calendar. So, and also one more command was that is called echo. That means I am printing a line on the screen. Something like that. Hello, this is my first attempt to learn Linux. All these commands I have put together. I have a command called clear, and I will say cat myscript.com has got all these commands together. So now if I execute this, if it is an executable file, like for example, this is an executable file. Since it is an executable file, then you can simply say my script.com and you can run it. It's not executing because you have to say // also. So it is executing that file. You can see that it is waiting for 4 seconds, and one by one calendar command came and final command also came in, and everything it got executed. But it is getting executed from this directory only. Now if I change the directory, for example, I go to this directory and I give the same command, it won't execute because that file is not there. Now if I remove this also, it doesn't get executed. That means my script is not found in my current area, in my present directory. It is in a subdirectory called my.dir. So in such case, how to make it run from any directory of the machine? How do you do that? For that we have the command called path. So there is a variable called path capital. So it says that if the file is sitting anywhere in home Joby ./bin or home Joby bin or user local bin or user bin or user local s bin or user s bin, anywhere if it sits, it will run. One way is actually we can copy that file. We can copy that file into one of these directories like user local bin. I can copy, then it will work. For example, I can show you that. If I can go to my dir and I can always copy myscript.com to user bin. Let's say /user local bin. I can always copy it. I can copy this particular file into this user bin. Let's copy, that is more better. Sorry, I'm again sorry for the permission is denied to copy there, because only user can copy it there. Only only the root user can copy there. So for that, what I can do, I have the server right now behind where I have logged in as a root. So I can show you there. So I go there, home Joby, in my directory. I can copy this file. See here also path. If I see, this is the path. Now I can copy into that area this particular file, that is myscript.com, into I will copy it to let's say user sbin / user sbin. So I can do that / user sbin. I can copy, sorry, I did a mistake. I copied into this. Okay, I copied into this. So now if I say my script.com, it runs from anywhere, because though it is, the file is not here. Suppose the file is there, let us see, file is there. Let's go into another directory where this file is not there. Then I try to run this, it's able to run it, right? It's able to run it. This is because I have copied into that particular area. What did I do? I had copied into user sbin. Now I don't want that actually, so let me, I want to remove that. So rm minus rf user sbin, then that particular file name I have removed that. Now after I removed that, if I try to run, it is saying no file. Now the same, so now I'm coming back to the user area where we have logged in two different places. You can see that actually two different places we have logged in. So now this file is sitting here in the my dir area in the present working directory. If it is there, this is where it is sitting. Now how to make it run from anywhere else? Like for example, if I go to cd dot, that means present working directory is here. If I say my script.com, it should run. So what I do, I change the path. That means what I do, I change path is equal to $path colon / home Joby / my dir. See that? Now my path has been changed. So echo $path will give you this. Now we are in which directory? In this directory. Is this file my myscript.com is not there, but I am trying to run it. It's running. So that means it has got the path and is able to run it. Remember that. Now if I create a shell of this, another shell of this, subshell of this, and I try to run this particular command, there also it is running. So everywhere it is running because it has been added to the path, and path is reflected to the subshell also. Now I try to run a same user Joby is logged in here. If I try to run, this is in my script.com, it's not running because in this shell the path is still different. So each shell the paths are different. So that means there is something to be done to make the path common to same user whenever he logs in. So what you can do is, instead of having the variable, symbol variable called path is equal to like this, you say, we can always use an environment variable. The only thing is you have to add export to this to do this. Export path is equal to $path colon / home Joby / my dir. So it has been now exported. Exported means what happened? The moment you export, in the environment variables, env if you type, you will see that also gets reflected there. See, it has gone into the environment. It has gone into the environment. Remember that it has gone into the environment. Now what we can do is, if you put env here in this area, you can see the env has not reflected to the next shell. So what to do? In such case, what you have to do is you have to include this export command into so-called startup file of the login. What is the startup file of the login? ls-la. If you see, there are files like .profile.bshrc will be executed as soon as you log in. So what I will do is I will go and change that. I will go and edit that. So one way is I can go to nano and or I can go to gedit. That is the easiest editor. Then we can go and say -bashrc. Gedit is not there. So what we will do is we will go to nano if it is possible. Yes, it is there. So here you can say export path is equal to $path, then colon, then home Joby, then what was the exact my dir, home Joby my dir. I save this. Yes, I come out. So my dir. So it has come into the where is the directory right now you are sitting? Home Joby. If you see ls-ls, you have my dir is there, but now it has gone into the door. If you want it to run at the starting, there is a command called okay. Before I do this, actually I will log out. Yes, and I exit and I log out of this, and again I will log in. You can see that I am again logging in 192.168.1.100, making the fonts bigger. Appearance, bold, I make it even much bigger. You can see this Joby root 1 2 3. See this, I have logged in. Now if I see env, you see that directory my dir is also there. Here also, if you don't want to log in and log out, you can you can do a command called source.bashrc. That is also possible. So that way we are now able to run the command from anywhere using a path command.